Hi, so we're here, short form. So let's do a few short forms together and we'll call them out and just practice nice and soft and easy. So I'm just going to adjust this. Great. So short form. So let's start here. We'll do right side short form. So heels together. Nice and slow and soft. So let's stand in attention. I just want to check that I have this volume up. Okay. So we're in attention posture. We sink into the right and step out shoulder width. And then sink into the left and bring the right foot round on the heel. Relax. Allow the arms to float up and down. Softly, softly down. So turn on the heel of the right and make the ball. And then step forward and left into ward off left. Sink the right hand down. Turn on the ball of the right foot and step forward and right into ward off right. And then roll back. Press. Yield. And push. Turn on the heel of the right. Make the hook, send out the hook and step left with the left. Turn the left hand over as we sink into the left foot and the right foot comes round. Pick up the right foot and bring it down on the heel. Turn the waist to the left. Step back with the right. Yield with the left. Yield with the right. White crane spreads wings. Turn left and sink the right hand down the front of the body. Fold your left hand over as you step with the left. Brush past the left knee. Sink forward, push. Turn left. Sink into the right foot as we turn right and back to the centre to play guitar. Then open up again. Fold your left hand over, brush past the left knee and sink forward. Now sit back, turning on the heel of the left. This is this week's short form beginner's lesson. Step to the corner with the right and sink into the right. Punch with the left and then turn left. Turn to the right to withdraw. Turn the hands over and sink forward to push. And then turn on the heel of the left. Sink into the left foot as the hands cross with the heart and step out with the right. So just adjust here. So sink into your left foot and turn on the ball of the right and step round. Bring the right hand to the hip as the left hand comes round to push. Roll back into the back foot. Press into the front. Yield into the back. Back into the front. Now we're going to turn on the heel of the right. Make the hook with the top hand, send out the hook, turn on the ball of the left, step onto the heel, look at the palm, turn it over as your back foot comes round. So sit into the back foot and turn on the heel of the left. Step forward to the corner with the right and turn the waist. And then the two hands come down. You pick up your left foot with your left hand, punch under elbow. Turn right and open up. Turn back to the front. Step back on the ball of the left. Bring the right foot round and push into the back. Turn left and open up. Step back with the right. Bring the left foot round. Push into the back. Turn right and open up. Step back with the left. Bring the right foot round and push into the back foot. And then turn left and make the ball. Bring it with you into the right foot. Sit back into the left and look over your shoulder and step around with the right into diagonal flying. And then we stay in the right foot, turning more to the right, making the ball as the left foot steps up. Turn to the left, bringing the right foot round. And then we sink into the left foot, step together. Turn the waist to the right, sink into the right foot, step out. Sink into the left foot, step together. Sink into the right foot, step out. And then make the hook and draw it up the centre line. Send out the hook, step forward and left with the left, and then turn the right foot back out and sink down into the right. Turn the left foot out, sink into the left and pick up the right foot for one golden rooster. Step back with the right, pick up the left foot, golden rooster. Turn right and step back with the left to crossing hands. Fan out, kick with the right, turn left. Step back with the right to crossing hands, fan out and kick with the left. Fold your left hand over, step left, brush past the left knee, sink forward, push. Turn left, picking up the back foot. Turn to the right as you pick up the front foot and down on the ball of the left for needles at sea bottom. And then straighten up, sinking into that right foot. Step forward with the left for iron fan. So we're going to turn on the heel of the left, sink into the left foot, step around with the right and strike with the fist and pull the fist to the hip as the left foot comes round. Roll back into the back foot and split. Make a fist with the right hand and pick up the right foot. Bring the fist to the hip, step wide with the left and punch with the right. And then sit back into the right foot, turning on the heel of the left. Sink into the left as the hands open out and we kick with the right foot to the corner. Fold your right hand over, brush right knee and push. Turn on the heel of the right foot. Step forward with the left and brush left knee and punch down. And then we turn on the heel of the left. Bring the right hand up and sink it back down as you step forward with the right. Bring the right hand up to ward off and then roll back. Come on. Press, yield and push. And round for single whip. Sink into the left as the right foot comes round. And then bring your left foot round on the heel. Sink into the left foot as the right hand comes to the hip. Turn the right foot. Step to the corner with the left and push with the right. Turn on the heel of the left foot. Sink into the left. Step around with the right. Roll up and push. Sit back into the left. Step forward with the right. Step to the corner with the left. Roll up and push. And then turn on the heel of the left. Sink into it. Step around with the right. Roll up and push. And then turn back on the heel of the right into the left foot. Back into the right foot as the left hand presses down. Step forward and left forward off left. Turn on the ball of the right and step forward and right forward off right. Roll back. Press, yield and push. And bring the right foot round on the heel. Step out with the left and bring the back foot round. So then we have a squatting single whip. Turn the left foot out and as you come into the left, make a fist at the left shoulder. Step forward to the right with the fist and cross the fist. And then we step back with the right, sweep across with the left and slap. And take the left foot out to the side. Spin around, sink into the left and sweep lotus with the right, bring it down on the heel, make two fists. Turn the waist to the left to strike with the right. Turn to the right to strike with the left. Hammer down into the back foot and split. And then turn back and pick up this right foot. Sink into the right and step forward and left with the left. Punch with the right. Turn left, left hand under the right. Yield into the back foot. Sink forward, push. And then turn on the heel of the left. Sink into the left as the hands cross at the heart. Step out with the right. And then stay in the left foot and turn the right foot back out. Sink into the right and we bring the heels together and straighten up. Okay, so let's do one more short form together and then we'll do some warm-up exercises just to relax really. So let's do this one soft and slow and easy. So let's feel our feet on the ground and find this nice sense of energy flow up through the body and down through the body. So take a minute just to feel, imagine and feel that Earth's energy running up through your body. Infinite energy running down through the body. And then feel all around. Feel like there's energy coming from all directions into the body. That we're just swimming in the sea of energy. Being energized by the space all around us. And then we softly sink into the right foot. Step out shoulder width. Sink into the left foot. And bring the right foot round on the heel. Just relax. Allow the arms to softly float up. And softly float down. Feel that resistance of the air as the hands float down. So we turn to the left. Turn to the right, making the ball. So let's do this one really soft and slow. Bring the right foot round. Stay in the left foot as we make the ball. Step forward and right, softly into the right as the right hand comes up toward us and the left hand is pointing. And then roll back, turning to the right. Softly into the left. Back to the front to press. Yield. Gathering here. And then sink forward to push. Bring the right foot round on the heel. Make your hook and roll, turn the waist. Send out the hook and turn on the ball of the left. Step round, look at the palm and turn it over as your back foot comes round, sinking into the left. Pick up the right, lifting hands. Feel the resistance of the air as you turn to the left. And as you turn back for shoulder stroke, and then yield with the left. Yield with the right. White crane spreads wings, and then sink. Right hand softly down the center line. Fold the left hand over, brush. Pass the left knee and sink forward to push. Keep turning left. Turn right. Play guitar. Open up again. Fold your left hand over, brush past the left knee and sink into that front foot. So sit back, turning on the heel of the left. Make a fist with the right, pick up the right foot, step forward to the corner, sink into the right, step forward with the left and punch with the right. Turn to the left and the left hand comes under the right. Turn to the right as the hands pull apart. Turn the hands over, feeling that air, and then sink forward, pushing, and then turn to the right, feeling like you have to open the air apart. Sink into the left as you gather the hands back into crossing hands and step back with the right. So now stay in the left foot as your left hand sinks to the Dantian and comes back up to double wardlock. Step around with the right and then pull the right hand to the hip as the left hand comes round to push. Roll back into the back foot. Turn back and press into the front foot. Yield into the back foot. And back into the front foot. And then bring the right foot round on the heel. Make a hook with the top hand, turn the waist. Send out the hook and turn on the ball of the left. Step forward to the corner with the left, look at the palm and turn it over as your right foot comes round. Sit back into the right foot and turn the left foot straight down the room. Sit into the left. Step forward to the corner of the right and turn the waist, and then the two hands sink like down through heavy air. You come down on the left foot, feel like you're coming under the ground into that right foot and punch under elbow. Turn to the right and back to the front. Step back on the ball of the left, turn left and push with the right into the back foot. Turn to the left and open up. Turn back to the center. Step back with the right. Bring the left foot round as you turn right and push with the left hand down into that right foot. turn right and open up. Turn back to the front. Step back with the left, bring the right foot round, push with the right hand down into the left foot. Turn to the left and make the ball. Bring it with you through that heavy air. Sit back into the right, bring the left foot round, step round with the right, diagonal line. So sink into the right as your left foot steps up. Turn to the left. Feel the resistance in the air as you're turning left and sink into the left foot and step together. Turn the waist to the right. Sink into the right foot and step out. Turn the waist to the left. Sink into the left foot. Step together. Turn the waist to the right. Sink into the right foot. Step out. Turn to the left and make that hook and draw it up the centre line. Step forward with the right. Send out the hook. Step round with the left and turn the left hand over as the right foot comes round. Turn the right foot back out as the left hand extends forward. Pull into the right foot and sit down. Turn the left foot out and turn your left hand over and press down into that left foot. Pick up the right foot, one golden rooster. Step back with the right, sink into the right. Pick up the left foot for the second golden rooster. Turn to the right. Step back with the left. Crossing hands. Fan out. And kick. And turn left. Step back with the right. Crossing hands. Fan out. And kick. And then fold your left hand over. Brush past the left knee. Sink forward, push. Keep turning left. Turn right and pick up the front foot and down on the ball of the left for needles at T-bottom. And then feel the resistance of the air as you come back up, sitting down into that right foot and step with the left. Pull with the right and push with the left. Turn on the heel of the left. Sink into the left as the fist comes to the dantian. Step around and strike with the left and pull your left hand to the hip as the right hand to the hip as the left hand and foot come round. Roll back. And split. And then make a fist with the right hand. Pick up the right foot. Step round and sink into the right, bringing the fist to the hip. Step forward and left and sink forward, punch. Sit back into the right foot as you turn the left foot to the corner, fan out. Sweep the right foot round and we kick with the heel to the corner and then fold your right hand over. Brush right knee and push. Turn on the heel of the right foot. Step forward the left for brush left knee and punch down. And then turn on the heel of the left. Sink your right hand down to your dantian. Step forward with the right. Ward off right. Roll back into the back foot. Press into the front. Yield, opening, feeling that resistance of the air as you go back and as you go forward. Single click. Send out the hook. Turn on the ball of the left, step round. Look at your left palm and turn it over as the right foot comes round, sink into the left. Turn on the heel of the left. Sink into the left as the right hand comes to the hip. Pick up the right foot, turning on the heel, step to the corner with the left. Roll up, push with the right. Sit into the right foot as you bring the left foot round on the heel. Bring the left hand to the hip, ward off with the right. Step round with the right, roll up and push. Sink into the left. Step with the right. Bring the right hand to the hip, step to the corner with the left. Roll up and push. And turn on the heel of the left. Sink into the left, ward off with the right. Step around, roll up and push. And then bring the right foot round on the heel as the right foot comes to the corner. Press the left hand to the dantian as you sink into the right foot. Step forward and left with the left into ward off left. Turn on the ball of the right and step forward and right into ward off right. Roll back. Press. Yield and push. And now bring the right foot round on the heel. Make a hook with the top hand. Send out the hook. Step out with the left, look at the palm and turn it over as your back foot comes round. Then we turn the right foot back out. Draw in. Sit down on the right and turn the left foot out and then just make a fist at the right shoulder, left shoulder. Drop the hook. Sorry. Step forward with the right and cross the fist. So turn left. Step back with the right. Sweep across with the left and slap. And take the left foot out to the side. Spin round. Sink into the left and sweep lotus with the right and bring it down on the heel. Then turn the waist to the left, weight in the left foot. Turn the waist to the right, striking with the left. Sit back into the left to hammer. Turn to the front to split. Turn back and pick up that right foot. Step to the corner with the right and sink into the right. Step wide with the left and sink forward punch. Turn left. Turn to the right. And sink forward. And then we're going to turn on the heel of the left, opening the arms out. Sink into the left as the hands cross. Step out with the right. And then stay in the left foot as we turn the right foot back out. Bring the weight into the right foot. And straighten up. Okay. So apologies if you came straight in without being at the long form class because I didn't do a warm up. So let's do some kind of supplementary exercises now, just to relax. So feet. Let's have the feet parallel. And we're going to sit down and just feel that feeling of transferring the weight into the right foot as we turn right. Then just let yourself relax now. Soften. Get the feeling of pushing with one foot into the other. And just get the feeling that your arms just have to move through this heavy air. So you're just floating into one foot, floating into the other, turning the waist one way and turning the waist the other. So I'm turning to the right here, coming into the right foot, turning to the left, coming into the left foot. Soft, easy, relaxed. Just listening to that movement, letting the shoulders turn. So it starts down on the right foot and it comes up the leg, turning the waist until it turns the shoulders and the head moves with the shoulders. And then we start on the left foot, comes up the leg, through the torso to the shoulders. Okay. And let's bring the feet together and let's do just a few nice soft stepping like a cat. So we sink right on it. So we're double weighted to begin with. Just feel, let's just notice what double weighted feels like. Weight in the 2 feet. And just feel your 2 feet. Notice how your right foot's feeling. How the left foot's feeling. Just feel all around those feet. Feel into the heels, into the sides of the feet, all around the toes, and have a little sense of the insteps pulling up. So you get a feeling of a little opening here. Like even in this posture, you're a little bit more on the outside edge of the feet. And then we're going to relax down into the right foot. So the left foot peels up empty. And then we step forward, now flexing the foot and coming down. Now feel like you're coming down on the outside edge, round that foot. And then bring the left foot in by the right ankle and step back onto the toes like the ball of the foot and come down on the outside edge. So you feel that your knee is nicely protected here. So bring the weight into the right, flex the foot, and then bring it down on the heel and right down along the outside edge of that foot. Really notice what it feels. Do this really slowly, feeling the flex of the foot and then feeling your outside edge almost peeling down to the floor, and then it peels back up here. Bring the foot in and we step back onto the ball and then feeling like you're going onto the outside edge of that foot. And then as you're coming into the right foot, feel like you're coming on the outside edge of that right foot, right around to the big toe. And then heel right around to the toe of this foot. In by the ankle. And you land on the ball of the foot and go round the outside edge until you get to the heel. On the right foot. So it's not a figure eight, but the foot is, you're feeling that movement around the foot like we do in the eights. So this one comes back from the ball of the foot right around to the heel. We'll do one more here. Forward on the heel, feeling all around that outside edge until you reach the big toe. And stepping back on the ball, and you'll feel the toes come down and you go all the way around to the heel. Okay, so let's bring the feet back together. And take a moment here now, feel your 2 feet again and notice the feeling in the left foot that was stepping and the feeling in the right foot that was stable. Notice how the feet feel to you now. Just be curious. And we're just, this time the right foot's going to stay stable and we're going to sink into the right, pick up the left foot and come round from the heel to the toes. And then sink back into the right, into the left, sorry, pick up the right and step back on the ball and come around the outside edge until you reach the heel. So back into the left foot. Step forward, feel round that right foot until you reach the toes. Feet together. Step back on the ball and come around the outside edge of that foot, right foot. Now feel, as you're coming in here to the left foot, feel that you have all the outside edges all active, so the instep is a little bit pulled up. And we step forward and we're coming round the right foot to the toe. And then we step back on the ball and come round the right foot to the heel. So forward on the heel, round the toes, back on the ball, round to the heel, but your toes are helping you grip the ground here so the instep can stay up. So let's do 2 more. Forward on the heel, round the toes. Feel your right foot in the transition here, and then back on the ball, round to the heel. So feel yourself in your left foot now, and then bring the weight back into the right foot. Pick up into the left foot, sorry, pick up the right, round from the heel to the toes. Back into the left foot. Step back with the right, And then into the left again, one last time. Step forward with the right. And then let's bring the heels back together. Straighten up. And now feel the 2 feet again. Just notice how the right foot feels now and how the left foot feels. There's no right or wrong. We're just being curious to feel down into the feet. Okay, so let's step forward and left with the left. And we're just going to do a few figure eights here with the feet in both stands, because this is really nice awareness to develop that feeling of we're going to go around the left foot from the heel to the toe and across into the right foot and around the right foot from the heel to the toe. So just feel those turns as we turn around the right and we come around the left. And then it's like you go back here, round this foot, and then forward to the heel and around this foot. So you're going back and around this, and then forward and around this foot. So back and around this, forward and around this foot. Now let's do the same with the right foot forward. So feel yourself in your back foot first and then turn to the right as you come into the right foot and go all around that right foot to the toes and then diagonally across into the left foot and all the way around the left foot to the toes. So over into the right foot, around the right foot, back into the left and come on the left. Now feel it in the feet first. And now notice the movement in your hip. The right hip has become around here. The left hip has become around here. Where both hips are moving, but let's focus on the one that is more active. Left hip. Right hip. Left hip. Right hip. So now as you're turning here, now bring your mind into your waist. So notice how the waist turns here, a little bit after the hip. And then the hip turns and then the waist follows. So bring your attention now into the heel, the hip, the waist. Around the foot, the hip, the waist. Now the foot, the hip, the waist, the shoulders. So the foot, the hip, the waist, the shoulders. So the Tai Chi, that's why we say the Tai Chi starts in the feet. So the foot, then the hip, then the waist and the shoulders. Then the foot, the hip, the waist, the shoulders. So it starts down here in the feet. And then the rest of the body follows. So now if you brought your right hand in, you see, it would come here and here. So it's coming from that movement of the body. Okay. So now let's do the movement of the left hand in the eighth as well. Left arm. So get the eighth going in the foot first and the feet. So on the right foot. So into the left, the foot, the hip, the waist, the shoulder. So the foot, it ripples up through the body to the shoulder. So around the left, around the right. So now let's feel that 8 activating the left hand. Feel if you stopped anywhere, the hand would stop. And to get the arm moving, you have to move the body. So without this movement, the arm wouldn't work. So in something like brush left knee and push, notice that as your left hand, so you're here, so it's like your left hand comes over, and then the movement forward brings the right hand in. So let's do that a few times just to investigate it. So you're turning to the right, and this turn to the right just activates the arms. You're picking up the left, you step. So then the movement into that foot brings the hands to do this. And let's do that one more time. So we just turn to the right. Now get a feeling here that this lift picks up the left foot. You step left, and then the push here brings the hands round. So it's just nice to get the feeling that your whole body is moving because of what's happening in the feet. So you're just soft. So you can just sway into the front foot, sway into the back, and just get that feeling that the whole thing is just one moving, energetic piece. So now let's just do this nice softening one for the back, basically because we were doing all this kind of intense work. Let's just turn the waist and sink down. Take your time to slowly let your back stretch out. And slowly round. Feel that stretch all the way over to the right. Keep the knees bent and go all the way down, fold down the front. Let the knees be bent and just let yourself relax down here for a minute. And then we keep going round softly. Feel that opening all down the right side of your body, all down the front. Notice how the vertebrae just close in the back there and they open in the front. And then they open at the side here. And then we're coming down, opening the whole, all along the vertebrae at the back. All the way around here. And let's just stop down here for a minute and feel. Notice where you're feeling the stretch. Keep the knees bent. Let the head hang, the shoulders hang. And then we'll turn to the right, coming up nice, really slowly, feeling here where you're opening, palms touch, stretching the right side, shortening the left side, stretching the back. Here you notice the left side opens up here. The right side gets, now your right side opens up. We're just listening. Don't forget to let your head and your shoulders hang at the bottom. Slowly round. And now we're just going to make those circles smaller. And now let's do a little bit of shiatsu just to hammer out any little blockages. So we start down at the lower arm and work the way up here. Let's work up on the inside and then on the outside. And we often hold a lot up here in the shoulders. So let's give that a nice little hammering. We'll do this side. And up the back of the arm. In here to this shoulder, all around the neck. One last time up along the arms. And then let's start, bend over and start off with the legs, and we'll come up the outside first. Up the insides. Always moving towards the heart. Great, and then let's give yourself a little whacking on the bum. And then this is good as well to give the thymus okay, and then stop for a minute and just feel your whole body tingling, buzzing, alive with the energy. And then let's give the head just tapping all around the scalp to wake up the scalp. Now feel the scalp tingling and buzzing. Now take the glasses off. And we're just going to tap around the face, all around the forehead, cheeks, upper lip, chin. Let's give it a little neck. Okay. So now just feel that whole body buzzing, and I'm going to just finish with sitting there tonight. So I want to sit and just allow us to feel all of that. So a little bit longer meditation on the feelings. So let's just feel. Notice where you're still tingling and buzzing. Feel your feet on the ground. Let's just feel the presence of the whole body. All the feelings, all the sensations in the body. Let's start at the soles of the feet and feel all around the soles of the feet. Feel the outside edges where we open and Tai Chi, where we just feel those outside edges where we press into the ground. Feel the little toes where they're touching the ground, the second toes, the third toes, the fourth toes, and the big toes. I'm coming the opposite way in. So usually people think big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, baby toe. And now let's come back the opposite direction again. So we go from the baby toe on both feet to the toe next to that, to the middle toe, the toe next to the big toe, and then feel into the big toes. Notice how they feel. And then feel around the arch of the foot. See if you can connect into the bubbling brook. That energy center there on the kidney meridian that's touching the ground. Just see if you can just tune into that center. And feel a little vibration there where it connects into the earth. And then just feel both feet just melting down into the ground. And now let's feel into the ankles. Notice how they feel tonight. Notice the sensations that you're going to find in the right ankle and the left ankle. And if there are no sensations, that's perfectly okay. Just notice that. And now feel into the right calf and shin. Feeling the sensations there. And then into the left calf and shin. Just listening. Being completely present with the body. And now let's feel into the right knee. Feel all around the right knee. And then the left knee. And then up along the right thigh, the under part of the thigh, the upper part of the thigh. Feel right into the center, like into the bone that runs through the thigh. And then bring your mind into the left thigh, the under surface, the top of the thigh. Feel up the inside of the thigh and the outside. And then let's feel both thighs together. And now feel into the right buttock and the left buttock. And then both of them together resting on the seat, and just imagine them melting down, relaxing down into the seat. And now feel all around the tummy. Feel into the whole pelvic area, all around the right hip, all around the left hip. And feel into the space between the hips. Then feel all around your tummy where digestion is happening. Imagine feeling the diaphragm as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And then let's feel up into the lungs and notice the sensations in the lungs as you breathe in. And as you breathe out. Feel into the heart. Get a sense of your heart just pumping continuously. And just stay quiet for a minute and listen for the beating of the heart. And now feel up into the shoulders, into the right shoulder, into the left shoulder, down along the left arm to the elbow, and the left elbow to the wrist down to the tips of the fingers and the thumb on the left hand. And then bring your mind into the right fingers and thumb, the right hand, the right wrist, up to the right elbow, up to the right shoulder, and across that right shoulder, up into the neck. So just feel all around your neck, the back of the neck. Feel the muscles going up the back of the neck, up the sides of the neck, up the front of the neck, and right into the throat. And now let's feel into the mouth. Notice how the tongue is feeling and the teeth. Notice if there's a taste. How do the lips feel? Are they moist or dry? The upper lip and the lower lip. All around the chin and the jaw. And feel all around the cheeks. Up into the nose, and just notice the sensations in the nose as you breathe in and breathe out. Just feeling all up along the nostrils as you breathe in. Noting the quality of the air and the air as you breathe out. So let's just do that a few times, feeling the breath coming in and the breath coming out. If you pay attention, you might notice that one nostril is more active than the other. Okay, and then let's just notice the feeling across the eyes and the eyelids. Allow your eyes to relax, your eyelids to relax. Imagine even your eyebrows relaxing and your forehead relaxing. Everything relaxing, softening, being at ease. So now again, let's just feel the presence of the whole body from the top of the head to the soles of the feet. Let's feel the space all around the body, up to the ceiling and down to the floor. The space in front and behind, and at the sides. So just imagine that all your boundaries have dissolved. And the space and you are just connected. It's like there's no outside and no inside. Just imagine being connected all the way to the space, to infinity and beyond. Imagine that space between all the cells of your body. And then just imagine that your mind is filled with the space, surrounded by space, permeated by space. And just feel yourself in this eternal space. Notice all the time that's gone before, all the time there is to come. And just feel yourself in this eternal now. Nothing to do, just being present. Present to your body, present to your mind. Being that conscious awareness. So let's just sit together for a minute in quiet presence. So now just notice how you feel now. How your body feels, how your mind feels. And take this with you. Hopefully nice and relaxed and soft. So have a lovely evening. Lovely to have your company. And I'll talk to you soon. So very soft but strong, intense, slow practice tonight. So I'll talk to you soon. Put a comment on below and say if you like this slow way of doing it or if you'd like something else. Just let me know. Always look forward to practicing and varying it, doing things slightly differently. As we're all here, if we were in class, questions would be asked and ideas would evolve from that. So I'm just trying to evolve using my imagination. So hopefully that works for you and I shall talk to you soon. See you tomorrow if you're around. Bye for now. Happy evening. Namaste.